All right guys, we're in Maryland. This is our camp here, but camp's about to change a lot because today's Colin's last day on the turkey tour. But we're not gonna show you Maryland videos yet. We're gonna show you videos from West Virginia. We went into a completely new area, picked a spot on a map and dove into it. Before we get into the video, I wanted to let you guys know that this series is brought to you by OnX. If you check the description of this video, you can see a link to their website. We also have a promo code that you can use if you wanna save 20% off of their app. So we hope you guys enjoyed these West Virginia videos. We sure did. Colin, hey, we'll see you, man. Oh, hey, with everything that's been going on, dude. See ya.
It's been used. And we're good.
All right guys, we're on our way to West Virginia. I picked Keith up this afternoon. He just got done with school today. He took your last exam for the season. We're gonna do a little bit of turkey hunting here for the next couple weeks. Colin is already on his way down here. He was going to scout out a couple campsites and just feel our options out there. Ben and Mike are in a different vehicle and they're also going down there. Mike is Ben's roommate from college, so got a little turkey camp here. Going to West Virginia. We're pretty excited about it. New area that we've never been to. We've got a couple different areas to check out and we're gonna get down here and show you our camp once we get down there.
It'll be 1828. There's the
Awesome.
drink and all your food out in the moment.
Awesome.
Y'all have a good evening.
What happens when you
Thank you. Keep in mind when you get a sandwich from Wendy's, it's gonna have this foil on it. They're gonna remind you, don't microwave. You don't want to do that, I can guarantee you that. Don't microwave it! It says that I have like all the bars, but then it just says extended 1X. Is that what you got?
I have 0 service.
And it just says none.
It just says no service.
Really? There's not a lot going on in the town that we're in. Very nice looking place. Nobody's around. So we gotta try to find a way to find everybody in
Service.
a town with no service, in a town with no people. Is there more than one Dollar General in town?
There's one over there, like if you're going, yeah, by Speedway.
Okay.
They just built it.
Okay, thank you. That doesn't help us at all.
Oh, by the Speedway?
We're just gonna loop around this town until we get enough service to figure out where we are. So like how long does it take to get over to that spot that you were wanting to camp?
I mean, that's 35-40 minutes from here. So basically, we just have to decide what area we want to be in tomorrow.
I guess it really depends on where everybody... Does anybody have any maps saved? Because I have several maps saved.
I think Ben saved a few on there.
I'm saving right now. It's steep. It's steeper than what we've been dealing with, for sure.
Just really need to locate some high points that we can just at least get to and see if we can hear anything, you know? That's the biggest thing to me.
All right, well, I guess let's just figure out where to sleep and get to it.
We're gonna try to go up here, check out this campsite. I can't see anything. Mike got me overwhelmed with these lights.
Pretty bright ones.
Alright, so we made it to West Virginia. It's super late. This is a lot bigger scale than we thought, which is usually the case, but everything driving-wise takes a lot longer and we don't have any service. Luckily, we got enough maps saved. Got ourselves to a primitive campsite. We're all sleeping in the vehicles just because we're exhausted. We're getting up here soon, so just gonna be able to hop up, take off, go to different spots, kind of feel out the area, and then we're gonna go from there. Just gonna split up, cover ground, see if there's somewhere that we even want to stay at. That's why also we're not setting up a camp right now, is because if we just sleep in the vehicles, we can get up and go. Being mobile, gonna check it out in the morning. It looks pretty good in the dark. Stuff's greening up here, pretty big mountain, so just have to see it when it gets daylight and see if there's birds gobbling. Guarantee somewhere in West Virginia, they will be.
Morning.
You reckon they'll be gobbling? If they exist in the areas that we participate in the sport, then they'll be gobbling today somewhere. Yeah, do whatever feels right and explore, man. I think that's ultimately what I think I'm gonna go to that one spot.
Oh, the one you guys looked at last night?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
past that, I don't know.
Hey,
Might just be a lot of driving around till 1 o'clock.
good luck out there, boys. What's
Yeah.
the default plan to meet at?
Meet in town X.
So did we tell them exactly where we're at yet?
Operation Find a Bird.
Oh, you need coffee?
I mean, I don't need it. I took a caffeine pill, but
Did you really?
yeah.
Legal light's probably in like an hour, roughly. I don't know, that's a stab in the dark, I have no idea. It was a rough night, it was a little cold, pretty tired, we didn't sleep much at all, but hey, as always, we've got that caffeine fuel, so we're gonna keep pumping that. It's only until 1, so we'll probably take a little snooze, gonna catch up on sleep. This morning we're all gonna just split up, cover a bunch of ground, try to learn the area. We know nothing about it. The biggest question that I have is like, is elevation gonna play a factor in where these turkeys are? The growth is usually different in different elevations. You know, the higher up you get, the more like winter it is. We're just gonna get up to this first spot that we had picked last night, see if there's anybody there. If there's nobody there, we'll probably walk in and hunt it. If there is somebody there, then we'll just cut our losses and keep driving around trying to find a place where maybe we can listen for birds. So key is getting up high enough to where you can locate turkeys, know they're there, and go from there. That's what we're doing. We're just finding high points on the map and either walking to them or driving to them. Here's hunters. Like,
Got some tunes?
nah. So we're almost to the spot. We're seeing a little bit of hunting pressure, which is good. It's one way to know that there are in fact birds around, but it's also a little troubling because there might be somebody at the spot that we've spent 40 minutes driving to. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. Ain't nobody here. Well, let's hunt then. Let's get right into it. I gotta put my boots on and then I'm ready. Need my mouth call. And my hunting license. And then we'd get it figured out. I think we just keep going for another hour or so, and eventually we'll either hear one or we won't. There's deer. What the hell's that? Did you see that? That'd be a bear right here. Bear? Yeah. Yeah, right there. See it? There's a bear. Right there. You're down there in the bottom.
I was gonna ask you this morning if you thought maybe we'd see one.
Are you on them?
Oh yeah.
Those cubs are like tiny. Crazy.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I'll take that. Deer hunting in these parts would be crazy just for the visibility. Well, that's something that we've been saying we wanted to see for a couple seasons now. Last year we saw bear tracks in Georgia, we saw bear tracks in Tennessee, and then we just saw a mama with 2 cubs, which they say is probably the most dangerous part.
Especially some freshies like that.
Yeah.
I kind of hope we get closer though.
Oh yeah. That's sweet. No, heck, it ain't no turkey, boy. I'm not sure that we're in turkeys.
We're in bears. I don't know
That's
what kind of
good.
sign that is.
That's good. We're in deer and bear. Turkey, not yet. Grouse.
Grouse too, yeah.
I don't know if we should keep going or what we should do.
Yeah, I'm not really too worried about it. If we skirt around it, she's not gonna care.
Okay.
I got it. Dude, what? Proof?
Proof's in the pudding, boy. It ain't fresh, but it's there. So, old tracks, all we found so far. We think that we're not being super efficient with how we're approaching this. We're looking at the map now and there's bigger creek bottoms that we really haven't even been able to hear. I think we thought we were going to be able to hear them going in, but scale's bigger. So we learned efficiency today. I think what we're going to do next is go drive around, try to figure out bigger creek bottoms, find areas where there's more water, maybe some more green habitat down the bottom. I mean, they can be up here for sure, but we're just having a small sample size where we're at right here. We're kind of stuck in these smaller ditches where there's a whole bunch of these. There's only a few big creek bottoms. So when we get into those bigger creek bottoms, we think there's just going to be a higher concentration of turkeys down there. Just going to put the pieces of the puzzle together as a group. It should be pretty fun, really. I think at some point we're all going to be on turkeys. Hopefully those guys were on something this morning. Say that's probably the morning. Wish we had more snacks.
I should have had one down. Got on one 40 yards from the road. Starts gobbling his head off. Like I was inside 100 yards of the roost. Once I started walking up, then he started gobbling. But like I could have heard him from the road. So I drop off the backside of the ridge, get above him, gobbling his face off in the tree, flies down. He wouldn't gobble when I call, but every time I'd scratch the ground, he'd boom, right there, backside of the ridge. Like just can't see him. About 10 minutes later, instead of here, I hear him, he gobbles right, like to my right. So I look over, there he is, 60 yards. Steps behind a tree. I just squeeze over, jump up, get down on my knee. Boom, somebody else shoots.
Wait, really?
And he was 60 yards away from you? Did you watch him go down?
No, I watched him fly 1.5 miles off the mountain.
Did you talk to the guy?
Looked and I saw the guy and I like did one of these, looks at me, turns around, takes off.
Oh, we got cars coming.
Got him.
That's right.
They're always somewhere.
That's right, son.
Always.
Straight down there. My heart's racing. After a tough morning, that's what you like to hear. Just pulled up here to this high point, giving her a listen. We got a gobbler to chase in the morning. I was just visualizing us trying to set up in this stuff, and I think ideally you just get to where he's just over that, and you just set up and try to pop him around. Like, you're gonna have to get though to where you can shoot 45 yards to that edge. Yeah. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I don't think we want to set up down, or he's gonna pull one of these on us, and he's gonna bust us hard. All right, we'll catch you in the morning.
30-mile-an-hour winds coming. Shaking it down.
Tie the other one to the tree on the other side. Should be good.
How much does that rig cost you, Mike? Surprise.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, gear review. Gear review it for us.
Well, I have the same stuff.
Alright, folks. Mechanic Colin's gonna give you a gear review on this with his McDonald's cup. He says he's got the same gear. Let's hear about it, Colin.
All right, well, right here we've got Mike's hammock camping setup. We'll start from the bottom up. Here, we've got an Eno underquilt. It's actually mine, so that's gonna keep him warm tonight in that wind. Right inside that, he's got an Eno double nest hammock. It's good for those people with bad backs, or like people that say they have a bad back but don't really have a bad back. Inside of that, we're gonna assume he's got a Thermarest inflatable sleeping pad, and we're gonna assume that because I have the same one. He's running just your generic 20-degree sleeping bag.
How much does all this run you in grand total, you think, if you were going to toss an estimate on it for the people interested in this type of setup?
Oh, shoot.
Realistically, it's gonna run you about $300.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
That's two experts' estimates at $300.
Now, there's some variables. You can get a rainfly and a hammock and straps. Just your basics. You know, if you just want to hang by the lake for around $100. But once you start throwing in sleeping bags, under quilts, stuff like that, that stuff, the price range is massive just because, well, it depends on how small you want it to pack. So if you want a lightweight hammock camping setup, you can spend a lot of money, but it's all up to you, and it's all up to how cold you want to be.
Also, don't go with the name brands because you don't need them. Mine's not a name brand. It's incredible.
Yeah, mine was like $10.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
you can get them super cheap and they're the exact
I
same
got
thing.
mine at Cabela's one, and they accidentally put it on sale, and I paid $8 for it.
Accidental sale.
Were you farting that whole time you were talking?
Like,
You think it has anything to do with that?
I think mine has to do with the 12 boiled eggs that we had yesterday.
Go get him. The wind's just howling up here, but as we're dropping, it's starting to get a little bit better. So hopefully we can get down in here and hear him a little bit. It's gonna be tough to pinpoint him with this wind, but I think if we start fairly close to him on the roost, we should be able to make moves as long as he's gobbling. I feel like that thing's a ways out there. I guess should we just walk down the road? We're gonna have to move anyway. At least eliminate that as a direction. I think we should go out that point.
That might not be it. Yeah. Heard it a lot better there.
Yeah. Still got some room, huh?
I think so, yeah.
I'm just trying to put as many trees between me and him
Yep.
as possible. It's gonna be fun. I mean, the wind is just brutal, but also I'm worried about going too close to this turkey. It's just so open in here. I don't want to blow him before he even hits the ground. We might have already blown him. He stopped gobbling, so I don't know. Should we just sit down? I don't think that's a bad spot to be.
Right here?
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see
I
why
think
not.
he's like only
Scratching
like
right behind us.
250, don't you think?
I think now we know we're safe, yeah.
I don't love this tree. There's a tree right behind us that's pretty big. I think we can crawl to it, but we're gonna have to move fast. Just right here.
Right here behind us, yeah.
He just gobbled again. Good. Pretty sure he cut me off.
Yeah, he did.
Straight down the ridge.
Yep.
It sounded pretty open air, didn't it?
It did. Do it right again.
Yep. It looks like it's gonna rain pretty bad. Last time that bird gobbled, he was like probably less than 100 yards away. But then he shut up for 15 plus minutes. Rain's coming in pretty hard and we're camping, so it's gonna be hard to drive back out. We may just bail back up to the car real quick. We're not terribly far. Just come back in here later. I didn't think we walked in that far.
I know, it was a steady climber.
No, dude, we got an easy escape. We won't get wet.
Wasn't too bad.
Mountain weather, man, it is weird. It's just like this morning, it was like blowing like 20 mile an hour probably. One of the things that we said today was kind of the goal was to not spook the turkey. I mean, it's super open in here and we're overly aggressive most of the time. You can see 400 yards a lot of times or more. So I think had the conditions allowed for it and us not got rained out, I think that we could have hung with that turkey. I don't think he was leaving that bowl. You know, knowing that we can hear him as long as he doesn't leave that bowl, I think is important. So.
Yeah.
So we started off here and stood right by the truck and he gobbled out here and I pinned him on that X. I was like, oh, it just kind of gradually drops there. So we made a setup and we called him, like he was responding to scratching. We thought there was two birds because like he was freaking just
Letting her loose.
crow there too. A crow was, you know, doing and he would just be like 10 times in a row at one point.
No.
Dude. What? So we're like, all right, he's fired up. He's not coming up this point. Points like that, we just start to like move around, and we're just trying to drop farther and farther down than we thought. Finally, to get to this like bench somewhere here. The rain's starting to pick up. And he's still gobbling, but it's like good enough. Moving from big tree to big tree. In hindsight, I probably should just like stopped and like peeked around in glass, but I just like peeked around with my eyes, and I was like, there he is. I don't know, 100 yards maybe down there.
You spook him then?
And just saw. Well, no. Then I like pulled the binos up, and I could see the beard and everything. And he was like milling around in this one spot, went out of sight, and then I just heard like putting. I guess we spooked him on our way down there, and then just like started raining hard, and then I thought I heard putting, probably bumped him. It's just, you know, it's like nice on top here. It's like pretty thick down trees, and
Yeah.
you know, easy enough to move through, and like they're not gonna see you for forever, and then like you drop over that hill, and it's just beach city. There's sign down there. There's birds in there.
There was sign like right on the road when we were walking in. Like as we were walking out, we're like, oh, he's like definitely somewhere around here. There was like scratching, like actually all along the road. It's the first time we've seen like for sure nice scratching.
We saw scratching right where we set up this morning.
Yeah. Did you have any trucks pass this morning? When you were
Colin.
just going? We had like one truck come past.
Two.
Yeah, two. I guess when we got out, there was one.
We're gonna go up there, roll up to the spot and just listen probably. It's not raining bad right now, is it?
No.
We got her.
We've just been cruising, basically just avoiding the rain all morning. Going across this ridgetop road, just saw a turkey go across the top. It's actually just a spot that we had pinned on our map too, saying probably come back here and listen at some point. Surely if there's a hen there, there's a tom up there somewhere. So after we hunted today, we just kind of worked. Mike and Ben left for the weekend. They got to go back to work, so they're going to be hunting around Ohio. We're going to have a lot better weather tomorrow. I edited in the Walmart parking lot all day, and I'm looking forward to going hunting again. So trying to figure out, make sure everything's still dry. Hopefully it is. I guess we'll let you guys know. Moment of truth, got to go check out the tent. Come on. Just as dry as could be. You see that? The leaves are dry. You can still do scratching. See, the snails even come up. See how that works? There's a live snail in there. All right, well, I'm going in. Hey, we'll catch you in the morning. They're gonna be gobbling somewhere, guarantee you.
Guarantee you.
You okay? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good, dude. I got struck.
Hey, you better just take care of yourself. Get in there.
I need some sleep.